Hey, good morning. This is Douglas Brown with DAB Greenscapes. Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving. What a wonderful, beautiful day it is in Florida today. High in the low 70s. Today, we're going to review a Timberland shoe. I know I haven't done Timberland in the past, but let me tell you, I wore them all throughout the 80s and the early 90s. Timberland goes way back, 1920s. Fantastic company, lots of heritage. The Schwartz family has been carrying it on. I think third or fourth generation is now involved in moving the company forward, and I salute them for staying true to some of their core values. Throughout the 80s and 90s, I wore them all the time. All the time. I mean, everybody had a pair of Timberlands. If you didn't have Timberland, that was the style, like Izod or Ralph Lauren. It was one of those items you just had to have on your feet. And but moving forward, about 20 or so years, I found that Timberland had kind of gone a fashionista. You know, these stylized shoes with dangling things off the shoes, and it just wasn't a fit for me and my style of work. However, I can tell you, I lucked on a pair of shoes because they were greatly on sale. Still sold on their website today, which I try to do. I don't try to do off-brand shoes that you're not going to find on or easy-to-get shoes. However, today I'm doing the Maddsen Lite, Timberland Maddsen Lite, Mount Maddsen to be exact. Sorry for the sun. It is a fantastic shoe. Let me just move this camera over. Fantastic shoe. I've worn it in really well. I found one fault with it so far and one desirable addition to the shoe, but I can tell you this is a fantastic shoe. Fully leather, fully waterproof all the way through, has a membrane, gusseted tongue, full board lasting inside all the way through. The shoe, however, is more built for somebody more like a daytime or light hikes. This is not indeed for the hard work that I tend to do, but that's okay, and that's the reason I do these reviews. This shoe has been so comfortable. Oh my goodness. This is probably one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. Deep EVA foam, light bottom rubber on here. The only problem with this particular rubber is the fact that it's pretty light, and you'll be able to see that I have really worn through it really well. And I'd probably say I have probably, I would say probably about 100 miles on these so far. A lot on concrete because, again, I take care of large retail stores. But either so, let's take a real close look at the actual shoe, and let me get that in a proper light. I love the way this verdigris starts growing on here. It hardens, it's really nice. Again, I use an after product as well to keep these waterproof. Full tongues, it does have the brass loops at the end. Really nice metal loops, and I'm gonna move the camera over once more, get out of the sun. There we go, kind of see my backyard there. And then again, really nice shoe. It's got the Timberland dry. Really nice product. The laces hold tight. Soft shoe. I love how the leather goes all the way around. I mean, this is a stylish shoe, if nothing more. It is a really stylish shoe. I like wearing these out in the town. Nice hike. There's Timberland brand there. It's got a nice pull tab to pull it up, pull your foot in. It does have nice comforting around here. The drops are pretty low. So if you want some, full waterproofing and the water tends to get in, or you're walking in mud or water or a light lake bed or stream, know that this can obviously fill in. Again, these are the lows, so that's intended to be a little low. They do make the mid, which I highly recommend as well. Obviously, that brings it up a little bit higher and cascades up. Really nice shoe, fully padded shoe. And let me show you this liner. They call it the anti-fatigue. It looks like a traditional liner until you flip it over. Look at those rubber. Look how thick it is. Nice and thick. I love these rubber pieces on here. Man, it is really cushiony ride. Fantastic ride. So I'll give you a little bit of history, or not so much history, but I'll give you something that you may not know about Timberland. They have a silver tannery, which means the tannery that 50% of the product is definitely made in a substantial, ecological, and sensical way. You're not abusing the earth or abusing animals as such. And their leather is made by a company called Horween. Horween Tanneries, and Horween Tanneries are the same people that provide leather for in the NBA and the NFL. So fantastic, basketballs, footballs, you name it. It's done by the same company. Now, I had kind of been turned off to Timberland over the last few years because, again, I thought they were more of a fashionista shoe. This one is probably in the mid-range. It looks better in the stylized city. If you have rain, probably a little snow, it's really thick. It's got a fantastic liner. So it may or may not be good for you in the snow, but I guarantee you it's going to keep you warm. It's not too warm here in Florida on the hot days. It works well and it breathes well. And this area here breathes real well. Still, while still retaining its waterproof features. I have done these a couple times. I've done some balm on them a couple times. They've done really well. Super, super fantastic light shoe. Great feel. I love the way it holds. The only thing that did go is you'll be able to see it. I had this lip come apart on me and then I had to use my shoe glue to put it back. Other than that, this shoe is held together. Unbelievable. Nothing's come apart. Nothing is broken off. I thought this shoe, being at the price point it is, something would come apart or tear apart. I figured either the stitching or something. Nothing. This has been a great shoe. This is the Maddsen by Timberland. Great light shoe. It's a fantastic feel. It is probably 60% day hiker and 40% continual hiker. But again, it's like a day hiking shoe. I've been wearing these in my work, and somebody said, wrote me a comment, and I love comments. Somebody said, well, you're reviewing shoes to the maximum point. Yes, I am, but that's part of the point I review shoes, because then you can adjust to what your level and comfort level is in buying a shoe that either can take the stress or can't take the stress. I highly recommend this shoe. Highly, 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 highly. This shoe is so freaking comfortable. It is unbelievable. There is one caveat though. The platform. It looks wide here, but when you turn it around, it isn't. You can't really see it coming out. I've actually seen a couple of people that they said they rolled, their foot rolled a little bit, and it does roll a little bit. If they had just taken these teeth and made them a little bit wider, they do come out. It looks great here because I've got an angle to the shoe, but as I close it up, you can't really see too much on either side. And I wish the platform was just a little wider, so when you are stepping on rocks or stepping off curbs or concrete or whatever, that you would have a little bit better platform instead of rolling it. I've actually rolled my foot one time. Wasn't anything serious, but it alarmed me and made me think, better step lightly. Other than that, this is a fantastic shoe, made real well. The strings hold, fully padded tongue, fully waterproof all the way through. Never had a soled sock. Not yet, not one, not once. So this is the Maddsen, and let me hold it up to the box. If you can see the box, this is the Maddsen, as I like to do, so people can get a look at it and make sure you can see it, the Maddsen. We're 11.5, as you can tell. Of course, that depends on what shoes, but again, these have become a fantastic shoe that I love to wear. I wear them in the city, I wear them with shorts, definitely wear them with work, but no seams are broken in here. I mean, this is just fully still put together. I'm very proud of this shoe. If I could find it on deal again, I would. I think it retails either side of $100, and I think that's a fantastic purchase. I don't even want to tell you what I got them for. I got them for real low. It was a really good day at my at one of my local stores, and I did well. Again, this is the Maddsen Lite by Timberland. Highly recommended. And I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. Got a couple more videos coming for Christmas, and I wish you well, and I hope you all get out there and do some hiking. Love you. Bye-bye.